Okay, so this last president, Trump's been president for 2 days, 3 days. Oh man, this is ridiculous. Okay, presidents have 100 day normal have 100 day plan for their vision of America, but it's a legislative plan, a plan of legislation they're going to propose in the House so they can move forward for this country. Trump is treating the presidency as he's a king and he's making edicts. Those aren't executive orders, those are fucking edicts. And they should be law immediately. They are not. Okay? I have never seen this. There is not one legislative agenda coming out of the White House. Why? Because he knows a lot of his shit ain't going to get through. Which kind of worries me. That people are going to take this as word. Like the birthright. He can't do that. Need an amendment. Okay? There's already 18. They're going to court. The EOC, that's going to court. There will be fights. This is the begin. This is Trump exerting his power and people freaking out about it. He pardoned 1,600 people at the J6. Yeah, we knew that was going to happen. They're still criminals. They're still felons. It is what it is. Okay, we knew this shit was going to happen. All right, I'm not going to talk about the past anymore. We got to talk about what's going to happen next. Okay, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Well, it didn't happen. We're done. Now we have to look at the future. What we have to be concerned about now is some of the legislation that may come through Congress. I saw that Congress is already passing a bill to automatically detain immigrants, illegal immigrants that commit crimes in the United States. What do they mean, detain? See, my biggest fear right now as we get along, if Congress is not going to step in, I haven't heard one Democrat scream or yell or anything. I haven't seen one Democratic senator scream or yell about what's going on. It's all been the far right and the middle press defending Trump. I haven't heard any kind of word of protest of what's going on. Not one fucking word. It's like they're fearful. They keep thinking, Democrats keep thinking if they change their message, they're going to get elected. No, you're not. Your message was fine. The messengers got screwed. Messenger got screwed over by their own party. Okay? And also, America is misogynistic and racist, which we're seeing right now. We're seeing that right now. See, economically, Trump is about to ready to crush the economy. He's already said he's doing all the tariffs. He don't give a fuck about prices. We have a bird flu epidemic through it's going through the poultry industry that's ruining the price of eggs and poultry itself. But I haven't heard a word from the White House how to deal with it. That's going to affect economics in a big way. His so-called drill baby Jew drill executive order ain't going to mean shit. Oil companies are going to drill more because that affects the price. See my video on supply and demand. That's pretty common sense. My concern is to watch Congress. And Congress coming up with that bill concerns me. I am worried that once ICE starts moving and people don't pay attention, that we can become Argentina in the 70s. That disappeared. The people who vanish. Who are never seen again. They start with immigrants. And then they vanish. Or they go into these camps. And people don't care. Because it doesn't affect them. That's a concern of mine. Because I'm beginning to see the movement toward it. And the other thing too. For all you folk who think it won't affect you. Remember. Trump just went after a bishop. For just being a bishop. For being a Christian. Because it was about because she hates him. We're not, what president cares only about him? What is wrong with you people? You put a man who doesn't give a fuck about you, but only about himself and power. So the next legislation that comes through, if anything that has to deal with free speech, Because remember, TikTok went down for those few hours last weekend because of national security. What if a bill goes through that says anyone who speaks against the president or government is a risk to national security? See my video again on wreckers or the wrecking crime. In other words, saying something against the government that they may deem may ruin the government. These are things we have to watch. These are things we have to be concerned about. It's time for us to really get ready. We're only 3 days into this presidency, and I can see signs that the Congress is willing to get along. Republicans, because they're afraid of losing their power, and Democrats, they're afraid of trying to get power. Where are you? Why are you not screaming? Why are you not speaking up? Why are you not denouncing these? Where are you? Because if you think this is political, you made the same fucking mistake that the Biden administration did by treating what Trump did at the end of his first term. You think this is political? It's not political. It is total, straight up fascism. And if you don't believe that, and if you don't think that, then you're a fool. Let me put it this way. There's Star Trek show, the new one, Strange New Worlds, about the early Enterprise. The first episode talks to one of their security officers who was stuck in a bad situation where people were dying around her, and she said something profound. The people who died around her in this situation, in this camp, were those who thought they weren't going to die, that they were not going to kill them. The people who survived were the people who know they could die, and they will die if they don't do something about it. Right now, what I'm hearing from a lot of people, no, he won't do that. No, he can't do that. No, he doesn't want it. No, they won't let that happen. No, America will be okay. No, the guardrails will stop him. Ladies and gentlemen, we're beyond that. Let me point this straight. We will die as a republic. Now, if we don't recognize we can die, that we can be dragged away for the words we say, that he is willing to put thousands of people in camps to satisfy the oligarchs. And he's willing to crash the economy so they can suck us dry like fucking ticks on a body. So, it's time for us to stop saying, no, that won't happen, and say, you know what? This is going to happen, and we have to figure out a way to stop it. Think about it.